Hello, my beautiful people. If you're new, hey. If you're a returning subscriber, what's up? You know you're the real MVP. So we're getting right into this little recipe that I'm going to show you. And I'm just showing you how much cloves I'm using. Not a whole lot. About a tablespoon or so. Not a whole lot of cloves. You won't need so much. And of course, our flaxseed. And now with the flaxseed, you can play around with the amount you want because, as I said in most of my previous videos on the flaxseed challenge, you decide how you want your flaxseed gel to be. You want it to be thick, you want it to be a slightly more liquidy consistency. That's all up to you. But I usually go for about a tablespoon, and sometimes I will add more depending on how I if I feel like the gel is way too thin, I go in and add more, just like you see me doing here. I feel like, okay, the flaxseed gel might not be, the flax seeds rather might not be enough, so yeah, I went back to add some more. But if you do not want your flaxseed gel thick, then do not add too much flax seeds, and you're going to mix it in with about, if you're using my recipe, about 400 milliliters of water, which you will see me put here. Of course, play around with the amount of water and flax seeds you use, and yeah, just let it boil on the stove and you have your flaxseed gel. Of course, allow it to cool down before you use it. This is what mine looked like, a little bit darker than what my flaxseed gel would usually look like, which I expected. And yeah, I'm going in to show you how I use it. As you can see, my hair is quite dry. It needs this flaxseed gel. I use it every single day, and I had to stop because I wanted to show you how I make this flaxseed gel. So I personally like to use a dispenser with a pump. It's just a little bit easier for me, not always the easiest, but yeah, that's just what I use. And I go in to moisturize my hair. Now you will see like a white residue on my hair. Do not be too concerned about that. That's just my leave-in conditioner, and that's just the flaxseed gel, sort of like mixing in with the products that are already on my hair. So yeah, I'm just going to, I always start from the bottom of I always start like from my scalp. I find that I'm okay with using flaxseed gel on my scalp. It doesn't cause any itching or anything like that, so I'm good to go. I use it on my scalp, and yeah, that's pretty much it on that. And yeah, you can see that there is quite a good amount of definition. It's not a whole lot. I did have to work the flaxseed gel into my hair quite a bit, but as you can see, there is a good amount of definition, and you can see my hair has a lot more movement to it, so it's not as stiff and dry as it was looking before, which I'm really happy about. That's what we want to see. And as you can see, the white residue is pretty much going away now the more that I work the flaxseed gel into my hair. So that's what my hair usually looks like, and it definitely works amazing for me as a daily moisturizer. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep on working it into my hair, and yeah, you can see it's, my hair is responding to it, so I love it. Okay, so in our next step, I'm going in with the clove oil, which don't worry, I already filmed the recipe and it's gonna come in my next video, all the details you need to know about how to make it. So I'm going to go in with my clove oil just to ensure that my scalp is good to go. Excuse me, that was the refrigerator. That my scalp is good to go, and go in with the glycerin based product that I did already talk about, which I will link that video there if you're wondering what that glycerin product is. I will show you in a few seconds. And yeah, I'm just gonna go in and make sure my hair is moisturized, make sure Everything that my hair needs to absorb is absorbed, and just work the products rather through my hair. And I'll be back to talk with you guys about something that I did notice, and it kind of bothered me a little bit because I was kind of concerned, like, what is going on here, what's going on with my hair. But I will show you what I was talking about. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope the recipe was easy to follow. Let me know if you do end up using it, you do end up making the clove and flaxseed gel. Okay, now that we are done with that part, first of all, excuse any noise, excuse any changing in lighting, because I just needed to show you this now. I don't think I've ever thought about showing you guys, because at first when I noticed it, I didn't really pay much attention to it because I thought, maybe I'm just overthinking things. But now that my edges have grown out, I think it would be easier for me to show you what did happen. If you remember this particular hairstyle, I think it was actually my first 2 videos on my channel for this year. I had this hairstyle and I really loved it. It's still something that I want to do. However, I did notice, and as I said, at first I didn't really pay much attention to it, but I did notice that after that hairstyle, it caused breakage in my hairline. So my hair has been growing back ever since then, and honestly I have to owe it to not just the flaxseed gel, but also just avoiding doing any long-term hairstyles since then. So hopefully you can see, but yeah, that hairstyle caused quite some good breakage all over the front of my hairline. And now that it's growing back, it's actually been growing pretty well, especially over the past month. You can see that, yeah, there was breakage. So at first I just thought, oh, maybe it's just the way my hairline is now, but no. So I'm happy my edges are growing back. So I think this is also another way that I can show you guys whether my hair is growing or not. But I can definitely say I've seen a difference, because my hair was not like this about a month ago. But looking at this month, I'm seeing a very big difference, especially in these areas, which funny enough are the areas on my hairline that are usually a little bit sparse is here and here. Which, as I said, for me, I just thought, okay, it's normal, that's how my hairline is. But yeah, it was a little bit more sparser than normal over the past few months. And I did notice this change in February after I took out the hairstyle. So ever since then, I really haven't been paying too much attention to it, because in the back of my head I just told myself, okay, there might be some breakage, but if there is, I know my hair will grow back. So I'm really glad that I'm seeing it grow back, which is awesome because nobody wants to lose their edges. It's easy to hide some breakage in the back and even in the middle parts. This is why I don't do the same kind of protective style all the time. I like to change them as often as I can, and of course low tension, because even in the back, in the middle, where I liked sort of doing middle parts, even when I was doing twist outs, I was doing 3 plaits, there would always be like a section of hair that I was so accustomed to, putting a middle part, and I did notice breakage there as well. But thankfully, even in that area, my hair is growing. I think I can, hopefully it's visible, but you can see that the rest of my hair is longer than this. This is much shorter than the rest of my hair. So I think if I do this, it's a little bit more visible. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm happy to see the growth. So I will be giving you an update at the end of this challenge and as we go on to see how my edges are doing. But I am happy to see a change, and yeah, it's these are things that people worry about, but it's nice to see that they are going back. So that is all for this week's video. Thank you for joining me. As I said, next week I will be showing you how to make the DIY clove oil, and of course that video will be just a little bit shorter, but of course every week I'll be giving you an update. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to consider subscribing if you enjoy my content, and of course like, comment, share, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you stay blessed whenever you see this. I hope you have a blessed week, a blessed day, a blessed month. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.